Bukovi used to be a star among cities. Historic, wealthy, and bustling with new businesses. That star's been dying for a while. Crime's on the rise, and with war brewing and the government tightening their grip, it's no surprise we're restless. Police might be keeping people safe, but there's only so much we can do about the seedy underbelly. With a prohibition, lawbreakers, criminals, and your everyday civilians are all forced into the same watering holes. Usually, it'd be my job to bust this place. But maybe we can help one another. This place is more useful open, especially when I have someone a lot more dangerous to catch than a few drunks. Ah, it looks like your first customers are arriving. Let's see if you can loosen their tongues. I'll be waiting, bartender. Don't let me down.
I will do my best. Hello everyone, welcome to yet another demo, best served cold. I played it a tiny bit with the gamepad and it wasn't ideal, so I'm back to my mouse and keyboard. Let's start a new game. Welcome to the last drop. I assume this is the 16th of January and it's Monday, and this is our first visitor, Vincent Floir. The hazy overhead lights in your speakeasy buzz to life as the bookshop above you closes for the day. This is our screen. We have two actions. He's in a bad mood. This is probably how drunk he is, and this is how he likes us. Then here we have profiles. A lover of literature and the owner of a libraria, the bookshop on the Bukovi Boulevard that is located above your speakeasy. We will see more people here. This is drink, this is whatever that is. Then here we have a log. Notebook with profiles, a quick save, tutorials, and the menu. Alrighty, let's go. The bookshop owner and your landlord, Vincent Floir, takes a seat at the bar and begins numbing to himself. What a day. Servant literature is providence bound in leather, but to my customers, my books may as well be doorsteps. Everything alright, Mr. Floir? Clearly not. If I ordered a cart of fools and received just one of my customers, I would have gotten my money's worth. Well, we both know why I'm here. I need a drink, so dazzle me. What would you like? This evening, a properly mixed Eastern ruby should hit the spot. Some days your customers will be in a bad mood. This can also be caused by serving them a ruined drink or by choosing dialogue options that upset or anger them. When a customer is in a bad mood, it is shown here in the bottom left. Thankfully, serving a customer their favorite drink will lift their spirits and cure their bad mood. Press the serve button in the bottom right to start making Vincent a drink. Customers will usually avoid discussing unpleasant topics when in a bad mood. You have to cure it before you can interrogate them. In some rare cases, though, a client must be in a bad mood before they will open up. In these situations, you can mess up their drink on purpose to bring down their mood. As you get to know your clients better, make sure to learn what their favorite drink is. You can always ask them what they like to get. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. Let's see if we can cheer you up. Aha, that's the spirit. Vincent loves the Eastern Ruby and we want to lift his spirits and cure his bad mood. So let's select Eastern Ruby in the list to start making his favorite cocktail. There's some attributes to it. To successfully mix a drink, you will need to add all the necessary ingredients to the shaker by passing through them with the arrow following along the lines in the direction it is pointing. I tried doing that with gamepad. It worked perfectly, but gamepad didn't work very well in other situations, so I'm not sure how well I will do with them. I don't know if it's gonna be mouse or my keyboard. Once you start following the path, you will need to keep up with the pace as a red arrow will start following you. Make sure it doesn't catch up with you before you reach the end of the path, or the drink will be ruined. Such a pretty. Well done. Vincent is no longer in a bad mood and he has even gained more affection towards you. The more a customer likes a certain drink you give them, the more the affection towards you increases. Their favorite drink will reward the most hearts. Customers will not appreciate being served a bad drink. If you fail to properly mix a cocktail, customers will be displeased, and you will lose all but one action for the remainder of the conversation. I have 4 action points now. You know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. When I was looking for a bartender to run this place, I hoped for someone as good as you, but didn't expect it, especially with your background. This place could have become naught but cloudy moonshine and rough customers, yet you're already proven to be more than that. Supply lines for alcohol are fraught, so you'll have to adapt your drinks menu to circumstance. But a recent shipment of vodka from Rusalka what country are we supposed to be in right now? Came into my possession, and as such some old classic cocktails are on the menu once more. Lucky me, I suppose. Anything else? Yes, I nearly forgot. A friendly warning perhaps. By the way, Rusalka is a mermaid, so it's kind of funny because I assume that Rusalka is Russia, but the word was transformed to be Rusalka, and Rusalka is a mermaid. So that's funny to me. A friendly warning perhaps? My favorite gentleman's club is a buzz with chats about a crackdown on speakeasies. My companions have warned me that the local constabulary is looking to make an example of the flagrant lawbreakers. I see. It's unlikely they would target my establishment, and I have friends in the constabulary, but you should take precautions nonetheless. Try not to irritate anyone who might incriminate us, and don't compromise on drink quality. I'd imagine most speakeasies are brought down by dissatisfied customers with the loose tongues. I'll be careful. Good, you see, there is a reason I bring all this up. Vincent reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out a folded newspaper. He spreads it on the bar top so that you can read the heading, "Speakeasy guest found dead." In the early hours of the morning, the body of an Soviet unidentified young woman was found in an alley of the Bukovy Boulevard. Bukovy police has since released a statement confirming that the crime took place outside a speakeasy and that the proprietors, as well as several guests, have been detained for questioning. This murder is almost certainly the latest in the string of crimes committed on and around the boulevard by the so-called Bukovy killer. Citizens are urged not to attend these illegal establishments for their own safety, and to inform local law enforcement if they suspect any illegal activity is taking place. Don't get too bothered by all this tittle-tattle. I'm certain these murders are fabricated by puritanical bureaucrats on the city council. Doesn't that seem like a conspiracy theory? It does not. Greedy, joyless politicians are making sure this prohibition is enforced. They can spin tales of crime and murder if it's in their interest. You know, a sovereign politician is lying when his mouth is moving. The scoundrels are not above manufacturing a villain to scare the populace. He takes a long sip of his drink and sets it down on the table, his fingers nervously rattling on the glass. A murder at a speakeasy doesn't mean visiting one is dangerous, but I wonder if those who indulge in tabloid rumors can grasp that fact. I imagine the authorities will be paying closer attention to venues like ours. They think we offer safe haven to vagabonds and scoundrels, but all we want is to kindle the dying flames of conversation. Imagine the surprise when they see the depth and breadth of fine gentlemen and ladies who will frequent our establishment. But heed my words, friend, be on your guard. I will. We are on Bukovi Boulevard, so the locals are a mixed bag. Consider the customers carefully. My friends especially are people of culture and arts. There is no doubt in my mind that some shady characters will show up, but I'd imagine most will be harmless. I'd hope so anyway. A mix of high and low society makes for a good blend. Honey and lemon, wine and cheese crackers, that sort of thing. Jokes aside, do be careful, bartender. I've invested a lot of money in this place, and while it's yours to use, I don't expect to be sweeping up eyeballs and teeth at the end of the night. Understood. One more thing. We both know this is your last chance. Why is that? I went out on a limb to give you this opportunity, and I've turned a blind eye to your past troubles. Make sure those troubles stay in the past, and you keep your nose clean. I get it. If you follow my rules, you'll be under my protection, and I promise I'll keep you safe. One hand washes the other. We have a deal? Good, good. Thank you for the libations. I should return home. I hope business goes well tonight. See you, Vincent. Speakeasy. Every day we'll bring a different group of customers to your speakeasy. It's a big place, so look left and right to check for any customer seated on the edges of the room. You can click on a customer to call them over for a chat at the bar. Let's try it out on this mysterious woman in the back. Let's try. Hello, mysterious woman. Energetic girl. The woman takes a seat, looking exhausted. She squints at you like she can't decide if you're a friend or a foe. She's in a good mood. Rough day? You have no idea. Although you're on your feet all day serving people with too much money, so maybe you have some idea. Grand Down Heights is fully booked, so me and everyone else in the laundry service are run off our feet. There's nothing like changing hotel bed sheets during a spice traders symposium. Do you know how frustrating it is to have a fat, bald, old man explain the logistics of his spice trading company and how it made him rich? And he's doing that while you change his sweaty bed sheets. I can guess. Sometimes I push my face into a pillow and scream so loud I feel like I'm going to crack the walls, but then I stop, and nothing has changed. It sounds like you need a drink. Yes, something that feels like being slapped in the face with a slice of lemon wrapped around a cricket bat. I trust your judgment. What flavor do you like? Right now, I'm craving something spiced. I trust your judgment. Alright, let's see, let's try. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. One drink coming up. I'm so excited. There are several indicators to the right of each cocktail that provide more information about the drink in question, including whether your customer likes it or not. A question mark means you don't yet know how they feel about the cocktail, while a star means it's their favorite. Customers will also have drinks they like and ones that they feel neutral about. This information gets updated every time you serve a customer a new drink. Serving liked and favorite drinks will improve your relationship with a customer faster than a neutral one. The red sheet indicates the smoothness of the drink, which determines how long a customer is willing to stay and talk after being served. In other words, how many actions you will be able to take during the following dialogue. Every new topic you discuss will cost you one action. Once the action counter runs out, customers will leave the conversation to enjoy the rest of their evening. Customers can only be talked to once a day, so don't forget to serve them a drink whenever you do. Meanwhile, the percentage shows how alcoholic a drink is. The higher the percentage is, the more intoxicated the customer will get. Some questions will require a certain level of intoxication to loosen a customer's lips. But be careful, a customer that becomes inebriated will go home. Alcohol tolerance will vary from customer to customer. Now you know the power the bartender holds. The better your drink fits the customer's tastes, the more affection you will receive. You can also affect customers' mood as well as how talkative they will be after you've served them. Now let's make your drink, shall we? You want to make her this drink. I wish the menu was a little bit slightly bigger, like slightly bigger letters. Vodka, lime juice, ginger ale, ice cubes, mint leaf, lime slice. Oh, right. Perfect. So pretty. Oh, damn, this is perfect! Don't let me have too many of these. After a long shift, my brain is buzzing. I can't just go home with all these files in my head. When the prohibition closed the bars and clubs, everything else got more expensive. An opera ticket cost a month rent. And with everything being so busy, why is it so busy? Well, there is the Spice Merchant Symposium, but there is some big show going on as well. Everyone's wearing their fanciest threads, the women in those sparkly dresses and their heeled shoes. Looks like torture to me. Me too. At the hotel, I only see the clothes lying on the floor, stained with peppercorn sauce, coffee, nicotine, and worse. At least the folks going to the shows are clean. I guess I clean up fewer wine stains now, so maybe the prohibition isn't all bad. She downs her drink, wiping her mouth for any spills. Whew. Feeling better? She closes her eyes and lets out a long, comfortable sigh. Yeah, I'm good. That really hit the spot. This watering hole is new, right? That weird old guy put me onto this place. The nightcap just opened, yes. The nightcap? Funny name. Oh, I'm Clara, by the way. Nice meeting you. Mind if I just call you bartender? You don't seem too prissy about the type of customers you get. Ground Down Heights had 3 hotel bars, but I didn't fit in at any of them even when they served booze. The Star Bar was all drunken bellhops. The Mid Bar was full of posers, and the Spire Lounge would charge me a fortune for just looking at the drinks menu. This place feels a bit more varied in its clientele. You got all sorts in here. We are all equal when we walk through these doors. Her smile is warm and she nods a little like she just made her mind up about you. I can get on board with that. Good. Well, I should be heading back. I got bartender, sparring classes and the shift tomorrow, and if I don't get a good sleep, both of those are gonna beat the stuffing out of me. Take care. My first customer. That was a success, right? Now that everyone has been spoken to, let's end the day by using the bell. Click the bell on the counter to signal all customers to leave and head home. You can also use it to end the day early when you don't feel like speaking to all customers. Oh, we continue playing. I thought that would be the end of the demo. So I noticed something that different people have different distribution of different points on this bar, like how fast they will get drunk, I suppose, and then how long they will stay drunk or stay in the bar. Awkward gentleman. That is the police officer. A new customer takes a seat at the bar. He takes a slow look around the room and then at you. He glances back at the entrance a few times, like he expects someone to sneak in after him. The man doesn't hesitate to tap the bar, demanding the attention you already given him. What can I get you? How does this place work? Just like a regular bar, no butlers or whatever, I just want a drink. Anything in particular? I don't care, you choose. Alright. Let's try. Mint punch. This was the smoothness and that was the alcohol percentage. This is his alcohol tolerance. Mint punch, poison drop, ice cubes, sugar syrup, whiskey, herbal bitter, orange peel, cold winter. Wake up call. Let's try wake up call. Where do oh. I so love depictions of different drinks in this game. I'm not a drinker myself, but I love the aesthetics. Perfect. Well, as perfect as a crime can be. Oh no, are we busted? I know definitely that you, my friend, is a policeman who wants to use this speakeasy as a place for you to hunt the criminals. Specifically that one that is the Bukovi killer, I think it's called. You have probably guessed that I'm here for more than a drink. We have business. Business? He sets down today's newspaper, but rather than turning it as Vincent did yesterday, he instead lets the heavy pages land with a thud. The headline reads, "Latest Bukovi Boulevard victim identified." In a state... Oh no, that's Clara! Carla! The girl from yesterday! No? I really hope not. In a statement to the press this morning, Bukovi police finally released the name of the latest victim in the string of murders by the so-called Bukovi killer. The body of 24... No, that is not her. 24-year-old Natalia Reed, a native Tsaran and a lifetime resident of Bukovi, was found yesterday in the unnamed alley of Bukovi Boulevard at 6 in the morning by a local resident heading out for work. Police have since confirmed that the crime took place outside a speakeasy known as The Last Drop, which the victim, a junior accountant, was known to frequent in her off time to drink and gamble. The illegal business has since been shut down, resulting in several arrests. Police Commissioner Aldeia urges the public to be careful and to come forward with any information that may aid the police in their ongoing investigation, as the perpetrator remains at large. Natalia Reed's family has declined to comment. Her employer, Mark Weaver, says only that he assumed she was just late again. Have you encountered anyone acting strangely at this establishment? Not really. I doubt that. But I'm saying the truth. Really? There's a lot of unusual behavior around right now. Did you read the news yesterday? Speakeasy guest found dead. And since you just served me alcohol, that would make this place... I was just making a drink for my new friend. Oh no! Obstinate! You have a chance to show me how cooperative you can be, and you're letting the chance slip away. No! Come back! He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a police badge. His name reads Constable Hugo Mertens. He waits a moment to make sure you understand the gravity of the I knew the gravity of the situation. I just was trying to be funny. I mean, if it's a really grave situation, maybe I wasn't right being funny, but we have what we have. I'm investigating a series of murders that took place outside established speakeasies. Are you going to shut us down? Speakeasies are at the moment one of the only leads I have. I may never say this again, but your business needs to stay open. The killer is using locations like yours, so one of your patrons could be a killer or a victim. And you need my help. You'll be helping yourself. If your clientele keeps getting murdered, well, that's not great for business. For a time, your establishment has protection from me and from the rest of the constabulary. This place is no longer a bar, it's a hunting ground where I will catch a killer with your help. Yahoo! Your first assignment, the recluse, is to interview these drunkards and find out if any of them frequented that speakeasy where we found Natalia Reid. Do that, and I might just extend your time a bit longer so we can figure out who is behind all this. This game will be so fun! I'm already having so much fun. I'm guessing there is no opt-out. He shakes his head softly, then pulls the badge from the table and places it back into his inside pocket. I did my homework. I know who you are. Just think of it this way. As a reformed citizen, you should be more than happy to help out. I understand. Nice! You might not be too fond of the constabulary, but you have to be realistic. Right now we want the same thing. I'll do it. Good. Any questions? I think I can see my clues here. The last drop. The murder of Natalia Reid took place near a speakeasy known as The Last Drop. It was closed down after the fact. I need to find people who would know Natalia Reid or been to The Last Drop. Let's move on. You're part of this now. Time is short and I expect something solid from you soon. Speaking with customers will provide you with a clues about the current case. These clues can be reviewed in the notebook at any time. Using the Show Clue button lets you present a clue from your notebook to the customer you're currently talking to, letting you ask them for more information or confront them with evidence. Where is that button? Oh, here! Presenting clues to customers is crucial to uncovering new evidence to solve your case. Helpful customers may be able to spot lies, provide new information, or provide an alibi, but be careful. Showing certain people confrontational evidence may just affect their mood. This case is the highest priority, and you're on the clock. If we don't have the killer in 2 weeks, this gets kicked upstairs to the Confederated Force. And if that happens, my career is in tatters and your bar is finished. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. 2 weeks to prove we're not children playing detectives. 2 weeks to save our careers and our reputations. 2 weeks to make our streets safe and save some lives while we're at it. No pressure though. Peter Wagner. Can I talk with that lady over there instead? Peter Wagner enters your bar. You recognize him by the scar on his cheek. Here it is. It's been a while and you don't quite know if you're ready to see him again. Is he a friend? He takes a seat, looking you in the eye. You can't quite tell if he recognizes you. You hope he doesn't. Welcome to the nightclub. Creative location for a speakeasy. The field are looking for old bars opening up again, not basements owned by bookworms. Make me a real drink so I can forget all the big cat peas they serve in the stacks. If memory serves, you mix a good cocktail, though usually a bit sweet for my tastes. So he doesn't want sweet, and he recognized us, whoever we are. Miss me, Peter? Every day? Look at that, I love it so much. Was crying myself to sleep on a pillow soaked through my tears. You feel the same, I imagine? Sure. He raises his eyebrows and shows a few coins your way. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, huh? Any flavor I can work in there that you like? Going all sweet on me now? Well, I like a hint of coffee to go with my drink. Alright. Peter leans low and his chin rests on the bar, the light catching the lone scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. So romantic. Let's see if I can remember what you like. Let's see indeed. Alright, well, I know that this one has coffee. Anything else? Cold winter as well. Oh, he doesn't like sweet, so this one should work for him better. Cold winter. Anything else? Anything else? Alright, let's try cold winter. Such a beauty. This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. So you're a bartender now? Well, that's an odd one, but if you want to pull a curtain over your past, I'll go along with it. Peter is a criminal. More specifically, he is an enforcer for the Fiat crime lord Carla. But as long as you don't owe money, insult him or spill his drink, you should be fine. Do not insult, do not spill his drink, and don't owe any money. Strange-hearted face with a frightened scar can light up a room when he smiles. Though it does not happen often, how can someone so dangerous be so charming? Thanks. Your rival, speakeasies, ain't too appealing. I can see why you're getting busier. The other places either turn away anyone without a duchy, or they hose the blood off the dance floor each night. The last drop was the only one I could appreciate, but it got shut down a few days ago. I cannot ask clues or questions. And what's your job these days? My collar is blue, and I work with my hands a lot. Some of the other fellows in my line of work have a bit too much fun for my tastes. You don't like your colleagues? I reckon my job ain't good or bad, it's neutral, cause and effect and all that. What I do is a natural result of the system we all live in and the deals people make. I take no responsibility for what happens to the folk I collect from. They knew the deal they were getting into when they took the money. But even though I don't feel bad for them, that don't mean I don't go drinking with gorillas like me, who laugh about smashing open some indebted shopkeeper's skull. He takes a final long sip of his drink and sets the empty cup down on the table. How do I raise my questions about clues? You're not a complete monster. I'm just Peter, and I play my part without prejudice or pleasure. Like I said, cause and effect, and now, if you'll excuse me, this drink has had an effect on me, and I need to take care of that. Sure thing. I still have actions, but I cannot press on any of this. Well, there's some clues here. Oh, wow! A whole guidebook. Peter mentioned that his favorite speakeasy, The Last Drop, was shut down recently. He had to find a new watering hole, which is how he discovered the nightcap. Is that all? Seems so. He likes cold winter, it seems. Someone from my past, a former partner from my darker days in Bukovi, a handsome but intimidating man working as a debt collector for the less savory individuals that make up Bukovi's underworld. See. Well, I bid you farewell, sure thing. Then we have two people here, and that's it. Let's start with this lady. Extravagant lady. An absently glamorous woman wipes the stool clean before gingerly sitting on it. After a moment, she checks her lipstick in a pocket mirror before adjusting her coat. She leans forward to meet your gaze. Welcome. It's certainly cushy down here. To think this grander place below a bookstore. How very Vincent. She's a friend. You know Vincent? Yes, he's the man who invited me. He probably mentioned I'd be showing up. He's quite a fan. Her nails step rhythmically to some invisible music. You can't tell if she's waiting for you to say something in particular. Vincent hasn't mentioned you. No, he must have. Carmine, Olivia. There's probably some kind of list, I mean. A VIP kind of affair. Olivia Carmine. I'm an actress / singer / radio host. If you haven't heard of me, you certainly heard my voice. Her voice is silky and delicate, like a silver bell. I wouldn't be able to imitate that. You don't mind listening to it, even though it drips with audacity. She wants to be lied to. See, we all need a little push to jog our memory sometimes. Perhaps you heard about the time I saved a performance of Dandies and Dames at the Classic Grand. Maybe? The stagehand forgot to leave a prop gun on stage. I ended up singing bang noises to finish the performance. The audience loved it. The director went along with it. The show got middling reviews, but I was praised for my quick thinking and my coolness under pressure. Can I get you a drink? Are you buying, darling? Put it on my tab. I'll be here often. I eagerly await your performance, bartender. Anything specific you fancy? Something fruity. I love tropical fruits and citrus. You lift a glass from the stack and place it in front of Olivia. She purses her lips, taking a long look at her nails beside the glass. Let's pour something fabulous. I'm having trouble because she wanted something fruity with citrus, but only those that have lemon or orange peel, for example. They don't have fruits. Like the Parrot Joy, it's a very fruity one, but there is no citrus. So I'm thinking maybe Eastern Ruby, will she like that? A very nice flavor, darling, good work. She appreciated that. What a day! Oh, did I tell you about my radio career? She does not wait for an answer. Instead, she leans forward and curls her fingers to pull you close. Well, today I spend the majority of my time reading contracts. I'm starting my own show, you see. Something daring, something bold, something that'll knock the socks right off my listeners. I'm calling it Chamomile and Carmine. Classy, right? And then maybe Chamomile and Carmine. Or Chamomile and Carmine. Which way is it, my dear? So, absolutely. You're one of the first to hear about it, but, well, I suppose I let my mouth run when I'm a little tipsy, so more will find out soon. Ha. Picture me and my sultry voice broadcast nationwide to the people of Tsara, even the poor folks who can't make it to my stage performances. I'm so excited. Congratulations! Good things happen to good people, you know? Sure. Olivia swirls the last bit of your drink and takes a long sip. She wipes your mouth with a tissue before setting the empty glass down beside your hand. Thank you for the drink. I will be back, though hopefully soon you won't have to wait too long to hear my voice. Kisses! With a slight stumble, she pushes herself up, winks at you and takes her leave. See you soon! I'm not having success with the clues at this very moment yet. This game requires a lot of talking. My throat already hurts. Okay, I need to move faster. Gloomy priest. A miserable-looking man sits down at the bar. A big cloud follows him. But it says that he's in a good mood. Once he has your attention, he pursues... No, he peruses the drink stacked behind you. What can I get you? I never understand all these names. Something strong, please. If I'm doing something wrong, I might as well do it right. Anything besides strong? Not really, just strong. Alright. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. He takes a short breath. What does the goddess want you to order? Just make me a drink quickly and with fewer jokes. I'm sorry. Okay, so the strongest one is a night coconut. So that will be the one. Oh, pretty. Night count, not coconut, night count. Oh my, he's too drunk now. The world is spinning and my worries have become as blurred as my vision. Exactly why I came here. That doesn't sound like a good thing. He shrugs, places the glass back against his lips and downs the rest. When the glass is empty, he wags his finger for you to refill it. How about we start with your name? You really don't know who I am? I'm Father Lacey, but you can call me John. I'm a priest at the church up the road. You know this is alcoholic. We're permitted. Besides, how can the goddess resent a priest drinking in this city? Is it that bad? If you took confessions too, you wouldn't ask. What do people confess? Everything you can imagine and more. I used to have faith in humanity. Here we go. Thank you. I'll be back soon. Godspeed, John. He downs the rest and stands up. Now that you can see him better, you notice the clerical collar that was tucked in. He tips his head and takes his leave. I think I didn't do the right thing. There were no more people, right? It's so slow with the dragon ball mouse. No more people. Alright. Clue board. At the end of each day, you return to your home office where you can review your clues on the clue board and try to make new deductions. Besides structuring your thoughts, the clue board also has another very important function. Some clues can be connected to form new evidence. Spotted a contradiction or two pieces of evidence that tell you something about the same person or event. Try combining them. You can combine two clues by connecting their pins with red strings. To place a clue you have found on the board, simply click and drag them over from the clue list on the right. Clues on the board can be arranged as you wish to help you in your investigation. At any point, you can remove a clue from the board by dragging and dropping it back in the clue list, should you feel a piece of information is no longer important. The two clues you have right now seem to be related, don't they? Let's try linking them together. Click one of the pins, then drag the string to the other clue's pin, see what happens. Peter Street Smart. Clue combine. Congratulations, you have created a new combined clue. Combined clues are key to your investigation. Building a solid case will hinge on making these connections. Asking your customers about these new clues will often lead you to new insights as well. Not all clues can be combined, of course, but if you're ever stuck, try and see if there are any new deductions you can make. Peter frequented the last drop, the speakeasy where Natalia Reid's murder took place, before it was shut down. He should be able to tell me who else went there to drink and if any of them visited the nightcap. To proceed to the next day, click on the quote track to the side. This demo is longer than expected. Well, look is still open. In a world of the wind and light, you're bigger in the night. I don't plan on closing anytime soon. Let's catch up, just like the old days. Oh, now press the show clue button to open the notebook and present him with a new combined clue. Select the Peter Street Smart clue to ask him for more information. Present the clue. Confirm. The story about the bro that got eyes at the speakeasy. What about it? What do you think happened? You read the story. I'm sure the journals did a great job, they always do. Don't be like that. I want your opinion. You're fishing, and for what? I got nothing for you. You and me both know how this show plays out. The papers spin the same stories, the hoi polloi get all worked up, and ain't no one got the real facts, except for the ones who know to keep their mouths shut. And folks who say the city council are fabricating the killings, they got their heads screwed on wrong. Bukovi officials can barely patch a hole in the road, far less stage a murder. I know a professional job when I see one, and this ain't professional, but it was done by someone who has experience, someone who planned it out real careful, and who's done it before. Did you visit that speakeasy? Yes, and plenty of folk went there, so don't go making any inferences. You know where the line is. No need to see what happens if you step over. Who else went there? Hard to tell. It was a mixed crowd, let me think. Alina Drago was the type of rich blonde who don't want nothing to do with me. Last year she made it big thanks to her daddy winning the jackpot at a poker tourney. Elliot, the sour-faced alcoholic who popped in occasionally. If he was in school, I'd beat the snot out of him and take his milk money. I still might. And Gillian Durand, the rich kid with the baby face and the soft hands. You taking roll call? If this bartending gig doesn't work out, I suggest a job as an intrepid reporter. What do you think of that, Scoops? Alright, I was just curious. Let's catch up, just like the old days. When you don't feel like asking a customer any further questions, you can always press Aha, I see. Leave button in the bottom right to exit the conversation, regardless of how many actions you have left. However, if you still have questions for Peter, you can simply continue the conversation. Know anything about Natalia Reid? Shame about her accident. Her murder. Murder then. I saw her here and there, and I reckon it's real odd that she got iced. Why odd? She didn't seem like the victim type, you know? The victim type, really? He tilts his head for a moment and you see his eyebrows shift, giving you a knowing look. She was confrontational, fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off, as she brushed off my employee a few times too. Usually the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even drunk should probably put up a good fight. Really? I reckon so. Killed from behind, right? Whoever stuck, he probably thought they couldn't take you in fight. The police or whoever is holding your leash should be looking at cowards. That's what you should be investigating. Who says I'm investigating? You're asking a lot of questions. People with our background know better. No one ever got eyes for asking too few questions. You're right. Hey, if you got someone pulling your chain, I get it. Someone holding something over you, I guess? Maybe. Don't be coy. We go back, so I get it. Right. Well, I want to go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job. Will do. I cannot give you a drink? Alright. Oh, we have a lot of people here, and we have one person over there. And I believe that's it. Oh, that's how fast you can scroll. You just move your mouse to the edge. Alright, let's start with this person. Office worker. A moody-looking man sits down. He takes a deep breath and hunches over the bar, avoiding eye contact. Long day. Every day is the same length. Can I get a cocktail? Sure. As your hand moves to grip a glass, he holds his palms up, stopping you. Wait, please make sure it's a clean glass. All our glasses are clean? I'm sure, but I've had bad experiences, smudges and such. One glass, no smudges. Good, I'll have that cocktail. I'm waiting. Any particular flavors you enjoy? Nothing too fruity. I don't like seeds or pith in my mouth. Maybe something minty? Something minty? Well, mint punch. That's the answer to your minty something, unless there is something else minty. Copper bullet. There's lime slice. I don't think the hell will like it. Oh, there is lemon slice, so I don't know. Mint leaf, vodka. He's at level 3, so I guess copper bullet would work better. Not bad. As long as the glass is clean, I won't complain. You watch him down the rest. When the glass is empty, he wipes it carefully with his sleeve, making sure to clean the rim where his lips were. Are you a big drinker? There is not much else to do in Bukovi. To be honest, I'm not usually out on days like this, but my date got cancelled. Are you open the whole weekend? We are. Good, that's when I usually need a drink. I'm Elliot, by the way. I live a few streets over. Oh, I think that you are one of the people that Peter mentioned. Elliot, yes. Nice to meet you, Elliot. Can I get you another drink? No, I should head home. Thanks a lot for the drink. I'll be back soon. See you then. Okay, then we have 4 people here. Let's start with this lady. Blonde lady. A young woman sits casually at the bar. Before she says a word, she looks at the list of drinks in the wall behind you, a tad confused. Evening. Hello. What can I get you? I don't know what I'm feeling today. I want something strong, but I'm also craving something sweet. What can you do? I can try and help you make up your mind. That's probably help. Okay, let's roll the dice, surprise me. Something strong, but not too sweet. Wait, something strong and sweet. Eastern Ruby is strong and sweet. I guess that will do. Well, I definitely don't hate that, thanks. Have you been open long? Not particularly. I thought this place seemed new, below bookshop too. I used to come here to buy books when I was a kid, whenever my father gave me pocket money. Either way, consider me sold, I guess. How do you afford somewhere on the boulevard? Vincent owns the place. Right. Anyway, I'm Alina Dragos. I brought a few friends alone, and we're already a bit tipsy if you haven't noticed already. Wait a second, Alina Dragos, your name sounds familiar. Oh, yes. She didn't have to tell you that. The reek of booze. You hide it well. Yeah, we found a bottle in the basement and we're celebrating our friend's birthday. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for my friends. I hope they haven't wandered off yet. Take care. You too. The next person? Boy in pink. Before he even sits down, you can tell this young man has an attitude. He frowns at the bar, he sits at the drink selection than you. You wish you weren't so good at handling men like him. You've had more experience than you wish for. He looks your way when he sits down. When you don't immediately give him attention, he taps the table twice. What can I get you? Surprise me. Give me some hints. Well, I'm a big fan of rum, I think. You think? You watch him try to get comfortable in his seat. He looks over his shoulder at the 3 girls he came in with, then regards you with an urgent look in his eye. You are the bartender, so 10 bar and serve me something. I don't drink too much and my parents are into wines, not cocktails. I see, that's why your alcohol tolerance is not very good. I can handle that, thank you. Alright, pour away. What flavors do you enjoy? Something with a sweet touch, like rum. Oh, Parry Joy. He will like it, I think. I could get used to this. I'm Killian. You might have met my parents at some point, the Durants. Might have. You might have met a doctor with that surname, though it's fuzzy. Fine people, though I suppose as private doctors perhaps a bit out of your price range for healthcare. With that he pays, turns around and goes to sit back at the table. I'm not having any luck with getting any clues. The young, well-dressed woman sits at the bar and waits. She doesn't seem the happiest, but as soon as you look at her, she puts on a smile and leans on the bar. What can I get for you? I don't really know. If I'm honest, too many options. How about I choose? I'd appreciate that. I feel a bit out of my depth. Here's something light though. I have work in the morning. I'm looking forward to trying anything you make for me. Any flavors you're fond of? May sound odd, but tomato. Okay, I remember a tomato somewhere. Oh no, but it's quite strong. I want to get just one for her, or 2. This one is 2, but there is no tomato, so yes, this one will have to do. Femme fatale. Maybe I should stop trying this hard. Maybe I actually need to start making bad drinks to bring people in bad mood so that they could, I don't know, get angry and open up. Sometimes being angry helps. That's lovely, thank you. Places like this are fascinating to me. I'm not used to all this. You're as welcome as anyone. She tilts her head as if she's wondering whether to agree or not. I keep thinking the constabulary will arrest me any moment. If my friends were caught, they would pay a fine, but I'd end up in jail. I understand. Yes, I think you do. I'm Maria Popper, by the way. I'm here with my friend Alina. Speaking of, I should probably go back there. I wouldn't want to miss out on another story from Wendy about how her butler is getting fat and her swimming pool is too big. Good luck. You see her put on a smile, grab her drink, and make her way over to the table. And the last person. Striking redhead. Is this Wendy? A woman sits down at the bar, her eyes are piercing, and she scans the room, then you, taking everything in. She's dressed up with diamond earrings, a pearl necklace, and a coat that could be mink. What can I get you? This place is as charming as it is easy to find. When Alina mentioned a speakeasy on the boulevard, I can't say I expected this. Money has flooded into the Bukovy boulevard and washed away the dirt, but some of the characters too. However, it seems to have flowed past this avenue without impact. Yeah, I'm confused. I do, yes, I'm Wendy Brooker. You might have heard of my father. You haven't, but she says it with enough confidence that you feel like you should. Well, I don't think you'll need to ask around too much to know my reputation. Impeccable, and if you stay on my good side, I'll even think of an dreary nickname for you. Okay, do you want a drink? Don't make me beg. What does a lady like you drink? Something strong enough to make everyone look just a little more fabulous, but not too much. She doesn't have any special preferences about taste, just about the strength. So it should be around 3 or maybe 4, maybe 5 actually. Oh, I haven't done this one yet. Let's try it. Pretty. You know how to pour a drink with some glamour. I never doubted you. I'll take this back to my table now, darling. Enjoy. Can I talk with him again? Let's try him again. Bartender, we meet again. I need a drink. Please surprise me with something nice. How do we do it? That tends to happen if you visit. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle in here. What's the subject of the day? Oh! You wrinkle your nose every time you take a sip. Ha, you're right. I don't enjoy this. The drinks are well enough made, but I simply can't become accustomed to the taste. I must persevere. You don't have to, you know. I started to go into bars to be around Alina and Wendy. With a killer going on the loose, I'd like to keep an eye on them. Very gallant. Hey, I've had my eye on Alina for a bit. I think she's interested, but she has a guard dog. Maria's hackles are up, and she has fangs. Who's Maria? In fact, I was thinking of paying for Maria to attend a distant chess tournament just to have time with Alina alone. Perhaps take her to Mary Aubergine for steak roulade. Mind keeping that to yourself? Your plan is safe with me. Good. It's stressful though, trying to keep my intentions secret. I'm only here in pursuit of the object of my affection, and this constant boozing is worrying my mom a great deal. I usually want to listen to her, but she holds great sway over my disposable income. Let's try talking about Natalia Reid. A little. I saw her at the Hotel Jubilee a while ago. I saw her, greeted her, and she threw up all over my new suit. I helped her get a radio cab home. Really? Yeah, she was a bit of a mess. My father always said loose women of meager means lack the ability to handle alcohol with grace like more refined ladies. You know she's dead, right? Yes, Alina told me this morning. I was rather sad, but more in that fleeting, oh, maybe I'll die one day sort of way. I didn't really know her, so... What do you think of Alina? I have 2 action points. Alina is a lot of fun to be around. She's like summer sun bursting through clouds. Poetic. Very bubbly. Funny that someone like her can come from such a poor family, lots of personality. Sometimes what comes out of your mouth sounds like intellectual gibberish to me, but even the most frivolous words are kissed on the way out by those heavenly lips. Alrighty, the drink. Something that can get me drunk without it feeling like I'm drinking alcohol. So sugary drinks then. I love the light, sugary stuff. I think your mint punch fits that bill. Okay. Wait, what drink? I wanted to get him his second drink. And you are Alina. Evening, Alina. Let's catch up and all the gossip. Alright, so how are you finding your time here? Pleasant crowd, mostly. There's a few people here that I'm not on great terms with, but it's a bar, so that's be expected. Who? I'd rather not to get into it, honestly. I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. Do you? Who? Elliot? How'd you get that? Just instinct. He's a piece of work, alright, especially when he's drunk. A few months before prohibition, I was at a casino with my father on my birthday. He wasn't exactly going to bake me a cake, and I didn't want to be alone all day till the clubs opened and I could see my friends. So I figured I'd take an interest in his hobby, and while Dad was playing baccarat, Elliot made a play for me. Oh? Obviously, I turned him down pretty quickly, but I remember him getting so angry. I tried to brush him off gently, but he really didn't get the message. I've dealt with fellas shouting at me before, but this was different. The more his rage built, the quieter he got, but you could tell he was losing control, shaking. I clung to my dad after that and didn't go back to the casino, but I still see him around sometimes. Makes my skin crawl. So you went through that. Don't be sorry, be cautious. He has a few screws loose, if you ask me. I'll keep that in mind. Let's talk about Natalia Reid, maybe. Let's try at least. I'm not talking about that evil floozy. I'm here to have a good time. Alina seems very guarded about the topic. She also seems to know something. Perhaps she's more talkative when drunk. How can I get her a drink like another one? I can't really. This icon is not active. And if I stop talking, then I just let her go. I have some clues, but I cannot ask about nothing. Alright. What do you do for work? Nothing? I guess you don't need to. Exactly, my family is fallen into wealth through sheer luck, and I won't let us fall out again. I have plans to keep us where we need to be. My dad might end up losing his fortune again, but I'll be glad to take him in when the time comes. Did you ever work? Sure, and for a man who... It doesn't matter, that's all in the past. I have one more point. What brings you to a speakeasy? You can't expect a girl to spill all her secrets without losing her lips a little first. With some chat, maybe a couple of compliments about my lovely new earrings and a few drinks. Let's get you drunk then, but I cannot. See you later. She's gone. I can't speak with him again. I cannot. I have one action, and I cannot give him any drinks. I can present him a clue, maybe? I don't know. Let's try. Yes, I visited often, though prohibition put an end to that. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out. Bye. Alright. Oh, you're Maria. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. My bad. Evening, Maria. We should chat, I guess, pass the time. We have 5 action points. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? I'm a people pleaser. Is that okay? I work at the tailor's in the stocks for that old man, William. The other girls, it seems good, talk about drinking and dancing, but I just keep my head down. They think I'm dull, but I knew that place would burn down one day. Right, I just remembered that I can serve a drink only once per night. Burn down? That building is a death trap. We don't know who blew the fuse box. In a house of matches, it can be hard to find the first spark, you know? But it didn't burn down completely. Alina and I just can't play chess in the basement anymore. Oh, you play chess? When we were at the school, we played for boiled sweets. It's a wonder we still have teeth. The women in the workhouse think I'm quiet and boring, but I watch them and I see things. Patterns, not just in the fabric, but in the city and people, and most of all in chess. Alina is good, but most days I can beat her. There is a fire in me, competition. Even that candy, victory is still sweet. You are a grandmaster? Ha, not quite, although I have won tournaments. We both won a few, but none that were official or major. Alina always beats me when the stakes are high. It's like the pressure of playing against my friend makes me wilt. In the heat of competition, she lights up and I burn out. She just wants it more. I once asked her what her secret is. I'll never forget what she said. Never dim your star to make others shine brighter. Any other hobbies that aren't so intense? Cooking, I guess. I stew sarmal. But this is starting to feel like a job interview instead of drinking water. Fair point. What do you know about Natalia Reid? The accountant? I don't think I met her. I'm sure I didn't. Did you hear about her death? I saw the headlines, like the start of some macabre murder mystery, but without the cheery ending, probably. The police will catch whoever did it. Maybe a killer can get away with murdering sweet girls or factory workers, but not someone like her. Let's hope. Let's try. You're not a big drinker? Not at all. If I'm honest, I come here because Alina asks me alone, and leaving her at a bar alone isn't something I'm comfortable with. You're a good friend. I think so too. Alina and I have been through a lot. I like knowing she's safe, even if it means drinking. Oh, it's not so bad. Sometimes having a few drinks makes the book I'm reading even more exciting, though I often lose my place and have to read the same page over and over. You're welcome to read anything on the shelves. Really? I mean, thanks. Thank you. I wasn't sure if a speakeasy was for me, but a speakeasy with a library? You and Alina... Well, we just talked about that, so I don't want to ask that again. Let's talk about drinks. The femme fatale is nice. The spice slows you down so you get the head spins without getting carried away. Interesting. You can tell I don't drink much, can't you? I can, but I don't judge. I appreciate that. Still, it's growing on me a tad. I don't know if that's a good thing. I prefer these cocktails to the beer my father drinks. I'd better not make it a habit though. Your choice. Okay, well, I have one last question. You and Alina play chess together? We do, yes. We've been partners since we were 8. We met at a chess club in school. We were rivals, but ended up being best friends. That's a long friendship. I know her better than myself at this point. Chess is about getting into your opponent's head. I like it inside yours. Does that sound strange? A little. We can get very competitive, but we share the same dream, to get a little bit better every day and to beat all those stuffy old bearded men at the chess council together. We know each other so well now. I'm not sure our practice is helping us to get to the next level, but I also just enjoy the time we spend together. We dream of one day beating Bukovi's top grandmaster. We're getting close. Alina won a tournament a few weeks ago and I came second. I was so happy. We played against each other in the finals and it was intense. It felt like my whole life was building to that moment. Since we were at the top spots, we knew we'd already qualified for the next tournament in a few months with the grandmasters. So in a way the final was like a victory lap for us. Have I talked about chess too much? Sometimes I can't tell if I am talking too much about something I love, but either way, thanks for listening. Anytime. And I don't have any more questions for you, so I guess I will bid you farewell. See you soon. And the last person. Wendy Brooker, we meet again. Let's talk. Oh, jewelry, that's a good point. You wear a lot of expensive items. I do. Aren't you worried about being robbed? If I'm outside, the best place someone could rob me would be in my empty home. If I didn't wear the nice things I have, I would be living the same life as a woman who had already been robbed, an unglamorous existence. Earrings are meant for ears, and jewels don't sparkle when kept in a box. That's a fair point. How do you know everyone? I'm cordial with Alina and Maria, and I know Killian. We met a while ago at a tango class, in pre-prohibition times. Don't get me wrong, they're not hideously dull or anything, I just feel they are slow to trust and reluctant to say anything genuine. You feel the same, or are you an open book? What you see is what you get, I guess, I don't know. Like a cannoli, it's what's on the inside that counts. I've noticed you do a lot of watching. You pour drinks while keeping your eye on your customers. The sign of a good bartender or someone who is fearful of their own clientele. I can't blame you though. Imagine if one of us were police. Are you? She laughs for the first time. It sounds genuine. You've amused her, and she lets the mask slip for a moment. You've known plenty like her, and learned to never let your guard down around them. No, I wish there was something as exciting as a police informant among us, but alas, we are as we seem. Well, other than Maria, she's not rich at all, dirt poor in fact, but you can tell if you look closely, you can tell. She purses her lips briefly, a smile flashing across her face. Not the friendliest thing to say. Friendly? What an odd concept. Alina pays for everything. Maria is a puppy in her purse. But we all do what we must. In her position, maybe I do the same. The poor girl's head must be spinning. Evening in the casinos, speakeasies and clubs with Alina, then back to her threadbare bedsheets each night in the stacks. What a contrast. It's cruel, really. You don't seem to like Maria. I don't like Alina much right now either, but again, they might grow on me. Maria and Alina have some quirks which I like, imperfections, and they are both sharp as tacks, if you haven't heard. Maria hides it under a shy facade, while Alina hides it under a layer of, blondness. Opinions are fluid. For example, I don't care for you, but perhaps the tide is slowly shifting. Same with the girls Alina and Maria. If they would just ease off on the chess, chat, and address the sexual tension in the room instead, I might enjoy their company a great deal more, I'm sure. Do you know anything about Natalia Reid? The dead woman, I knew of her. It's quite unavoidable when you're in the company of Alina Dragos, especially when she's had a few drinks. How come? I could bore you with the long-winded stories about Alina's infamous drunken rants, but why would I deny you the pleasure of experiencing them firsthand? You certainly seem to be well placed to engineer such a rant once again. Just give me a warning before you do, so I may cover my ears in time. So I need to make Alina drunk. But she's left, and I cannot give her drinks today anymore anyway. I will try. And the last question. Tell me about yourself, Wendy. I love that idea. She opens her mouth in mock surprise, then lets out a little delighted giggle. What's there to say? I grew up at Papa's old estate, home heath, out in the country. I moved to Bukavi because I got bored, and I come to dive bars like this because I love the entertainment. Dive bars? I'd say you fit right in. Oh, I'll be sparring. That's adorable. You continue to meet my expectations. I'll play alone. Come, darling. I've been exceedingly gentle. Let's get to know each other better. Or worse, if you prefer. I'll start. I was born, I moved here, and now I'm sat in this cramped little stool talking to someone who has a very colorful background. I guess criminals can be dangerous. I know a lot, darling, and most of what I know I keep to myself. This has been delightful. I mean that. It's refreshing to have repartee with someone who can keep up. Chin chin. Sure. Oh well, would you look at the time? I'm going to make my way home before the sun comes up. Good night, Wendy. And only Maria is left, and I don't have any more questions for her, so end the day. I guess I can't connect any clues because I didn't do a very good job at collecting clues. I also think that even if I still can continue playing the demo, I will end it here. It's been a long gameplay. I'm really impressed how long the demo is. So yes, I can continue, but I will continue it some other time. For now, thank you for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day, night, morning. I really want to play the full release of this game. It's really fun. It requires me talking a lot though, so I will need to train my throat better. Bye bye!